So, as we're waiting for this to load, there we go. What's up, everybody? 9013 here. London Commuter just came out for Train Sim World 2. So, we are going to check it out. So, we're just waiting for this to load right now. And here we go.
Welcome to Train Sim World 2, an immersive and highly detailed rail simulation featuring authentic routes and trains from around the world.
Ooh, there's the Gatwick Express.
You've just been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience.
So this right here is a tutorial for it.
It is necessary to be fully observant of the surrounding world. Practice by...
I've been through so many tutorials, it's not even funny. No, do not want to invert.
Besides operating trains, there are lots of requirements to navigate on foot. Try moving around now.
377 just left. I guess that's not ours. Maybe we're taking this 387. Yep. So on this one, it's the 377 Southern from East Coast Way and the new 387 for the Gatwick. So from what they said on the stream, the 495, the 379 I think it is, and the 395 from Southeastern and the 166 from Great Western are only shown on here on the PS5 on the next gens. So we might not see them here. I am on a PS4 standard, so let's see. Whoa.
This is one of many interactives to be discovered, but not all of them will be as easy to find as this one.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's like 30 stops on this line. Wow, that's going to be interesting. Okay, let's run a little faster. So this is London Victoria. Alright. Yeah, they're having us take the Gatwick. I'm down for that. So it's a tutorial, so we're not going to have the safety systems on.
You can pause the experience at any point and review previous and current objectives. Check it out now, then return to the game when ready.
Ooh, I see an error already. The information screen states it as a 377 and it's a 387. I think they did mention that on the stream earlier. Alright, pause menu. Yeah, what they do.
A heads-up display has appeared on the right side of the screen. This is a guide to what the train is doing. This is the speed display. The white needle shows current speed. The red marker indicates the maximum permitted speed. This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate forward, reverse, and neutral directions. This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power control is in.
387, maximum speed 110. Alright.
These are brake indicators. They show the state of the various brake systems, allowing independent management of them. In the top right are the signal and speed limit displays. These feature an indication of what is approaching and a countdown distance to when they will come into effect.
Yeah, I don't use those.
Some of these displays can be hidden via the settings menu for a more challenging experience.
Wait, let me make sure motion blur is off. like to have certain settings. There we go. Motion blur is now off. I hate motion blur. Alright. Pull the handle towards you. So that would be R2. I'm American, I blow horns. Horns for everything in the US. And we have a green. Are my headlights on? Yeah. Alright. On by default. Can't even choose them in the tutorial. Okay, so they're on.
The Brighton Main Line runs for roughly 55 miles and runs express services to Gatwick Airport as well as commuter services between Brighton and London Victoria. This particular train is a Gatwick Express Class 387 electric multiple unit and consists of 8 cars. Train Sim World 2 allows you to ride and drive from a selection of camera views. Let's take a look now while exploring this train.
She's nice. Ooh, there goes a 377. Yeah, it's basically a 377 clone almost. With pantographs. Nice. Oh, nice little scenery they got here. Alright.
You've only explored a small area here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy. Welcome to Brighton Main Line, located in the southeast of England. Here you can experience one of Britain's busiest main lines, linking the capital to the seaside resort of Brighton via the international hub of Gatwick Airport. Along the way, be sure to
London Road
place
from
route maps,
East Coastway.
put up tourist posters, refill newspaper stands, and put up seagull signs. Choose
Seagull
express
sign.
services to Gatwick or packed commuter services through the British countryside. Welcome to Brighton Main Line, London Victoria to Brighton.
I kind of hate seagulls. I live by the beach, so we're at war. Alright, that was the intro. Still at level 200. So let's check out these tutorials. What's next? .387 introduction. Yes, please. Get the season ticket. I did. That's how I have all 3 of these routes. The 395s. I like those.
Welcome to driver training. Today you will be taken through the operation of a Class 387 electric multiple unit in Gatwick Express livery. During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driver controls and passenger operations.
That's
When you
awesome.
are ready,
They got the
climb
planes
aboard
for
to
the
get
airport.
started.
Bus Simulator 18 had that, and they removed it in 21. But it's nice to see the airplanes in this one. All right, let's get on. Let's check out these trucks. Nice trucks. Almost reminds me of Long Island Railroads. Oh, it's pretty cool.
Take a seat in the driver's seat. This is where you'll be spending most of your time.
It's the A train. It's the 8th Avenue Express. I like that little thing. I kind of wish it was an Easter egg, but I know it's probably actually something they have out there in London for this end of their rail car. But the fact that it's blue and looks exactly like the A train bullet here in New York, that's pretty dope. Oh, my vigilances. They won't let me act. Oh, wait. Yes, please. We're going to use those. What else is there? Oh, it's just those two? Wasn't there a third one on these? Ah, there it is. Yeah, the AWS, the alerter. Temporary isolation. I heard that don't work on this one. All right.
Set the master key to on to begin the startup procedure.
No alarm. I did press and hold the. All right, it's a 5-second button. Okay. There goes the alerter. Oh, it talks. Totally not like the 377. Day running. Large headlight on the right.
Now we'll need to power the train. This train supports both overhead and third rail power, although on this route we will need to use the third rail.
Just like the New Haven. Where's the DC button? Okay, there it goes. 3, 4, 5. There you go. Shoes down. Oh wait, I might want to see this. But my shoes already down. But let's see what happens. Eh. I guess it's an animation they don't really show. Wait for the brakes to charge. I don't see my gauges moving. Oh, I'm a 12 car? Oh, wow. I got 12 cars? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 12 car train. All right. Waiting for these brakes to charge. Let's hear the horn. Nice. Let's hear the low one. CTV. Still waiting for the brakes to charge. Oh, these things charge slow. Okay. This cab looks a little bit more cramped than the 377s. The window's definitely smaller. Ooh, buzzer codes. Just like on the subway here. Okay. I wonder if the buzzer works. Where's the buzzard? There it is. Yeah. Oh, cool. Nice. Got all these destinations programmed.
The reverser determines the direction of travel.
Those breaks took a while. All right, going forward. Here we go.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain.
Yeah.
Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake by moving the combined power handle into the braking range.
Oh, speed limit 0? I don't understand that, but okay.
You are now approaching the first stop. Use the combined power handle to apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable and safe stop.
Let's go back to that. So far, so good. This is a nice looking station. So far, the whole game is running smooth. Passing it a little bit, but good enough. I should be platformed.
Take a quick glance at the
Yep.
platform to ensure it is safe before unlocking the doors.
Not bad. Ooh, let's see inside. Nice. Doors separating the sections of the interior. Okay. Working interior signs. Nice. I don't know why it says southern. This isn't the southern route as far as I know. Making 2 stops. Okay. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Proceed to the next stop unguided this time and see how you get on.
Easy peasy. We out. Next stop is in less than a mile. My speed limit is 70. Alright, so this is the tutorial of the 387 Gatwick Express. I just downloaded this literally like 20 minutes ago. It's 1:17 in the morning here in New York, so if you're on the east coast of the US and you've been waiting for this, it's available now in your PlayStation Store or through the game, so get to it. I have the season pass, so it was automatic for me. Interesting little rattle. The next stop is Horley. That's how you pronounce it. This platform doesn't look like it could fit 12. We'll check it out. I gotta get used to the braking on this, but I'm still platformed. Let's check out the whole thing. Oh, it does fit 12? Okay, the whole 12 does fit. Alright. Yeah, just made it on the platform. Alright, close it down, keep it moving. 2.2 miles to Salfords. '90 is the speed limit. Oh, there's a 4-car southeast, oh, southern.
We will now perform an emergency brake test.
No! Ah. Oh, okay.
Great work. We can now continue our journey.
On American trains, you gotta wait for it to charge up again. Another 4-car. Alright. So it's running pretty alright for PS4 standard. This is, of course, part of the Rush Hour pack they just came out with the core game update that they brought out when the summer started. Or halfway through the summer, I think it was. Yeah, I'm awake. Ding. Yeah. She's kind of loud outside. And I'm approaching the station. Ooh, I'm gonna have to brake hard. I'm gonna have to brake hard. Yeah, I'm gonna overshoot this bad boy. Oh yeah. Emergency. I'm overshooting. Let's back this bad boy up to the platform. Yeah, so let me back her up. Yeah, this doesn't fit the whole train though. So I would normally do a partial open, but I ain't gonna deal with that right now. I don't even know if it works on this train. Ah, on the training module, really? Yep, folks, you saw that live. I didn't know there was a signal behind me. So we'll just do that all over now, shall we? Yep. Well, it's been like 2 months since I played this game anyway. So we're gonna try that again, but this time we know when to slow down. Or just don't back up. Take two. I just want to knock this out and do a timetable trip real quick.
Welcome to driver training. Today you will be taken through the operation of a Class 387 electric multiple unit in Gatwick Express livery. During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driver controls and passenger operations. When you are ready, climb aboard to get started.
We did all this before.
Take a seat in the driver's seat. This is where you'll be spending most of
Hello,
your time.
A-Train.
Set the master key to on to begin the start.
We're not gonna bother with the safety systems this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom.
Now we'll need to power the train. This train supports both overhead and third rail power, although on this route we will need to use the third rail.
Shoes down. And we gotta wait for that to reach 7. Let's check out the map. Oh. Interesting. It's a through station. I thought the airport was a branch. Wow, this is a long line. That should be Brighton because I see London Road. Yep. Alright, so I know where we are according to the East Coastway map. Wow. It's a pretty long route. I'm gonna have fun with this one. Still not charged. No shoes? Oh, the shoes are only on the lead cars. That's different. So we sit here waiting for brakes to charge. And I thought waiting for the Long Island Railroad brakes to charge took a long time. almost there. There we go.
The reverser determines the direction.
Let's go.
Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake by moving the combined power handle into the braking range. You are now approaching the first stop. Use the combined power handle to apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable and safe stop.
I'll wait till about 60 yards. Nice.
Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure it is safe before unlocking the doors.
We already know it is. Adam Cole, baby. So we sit here and wait for people to get on. And we are ready to go.
Proceed to the next stop unguided this time and see how you get on.
And we know we're going to have to apply the emergency brake. Since my first failed attempt at this tutorial. And we out. Here from the outside. Not bad. Well, that's going to be after this stop, the emergency brake application. Okay. And a little bit past it, no biggie. I should still be platform fully, yes I am. And. And stand clear of the closing doors, please. 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 And stand c Be out. Cruising, yeah. 90.
We will now perform an emergency brake test.
I still want them to come out with a New York City subway route for this game, but we'll see. Apply power to get moving.
Great work! We can now continue our journey.
So we gotta remember this time, slow it down sooner. This will prevent another overshoot. And don't back up. There's a signal at the back of the station. All these switches, circuit breakers. Not bad. Nice little cab. I wonder if that coast light is... Oh, DAS suppress coast auto. It's going to be interesting to find out about later on while learning this train. Manual suppression, hazard lights. Alright, slow it down. I want to be at least around 35 when I hit the platform. Nice. Better job this time. Better job. No overshoots. I don't want to pull a Natalie, as they say in the Dovetail streams. Pretty much what I did earlier. I pulled a Natalie. This is it. End of the tutorial.
Good work! That concludes all of the basics of operating this train.
Alright, so let's do a timetable trip, shall we? On a Gatwick Express. I got the gold. London Victoria to Brighton. Do I want to do a full route? Let's see. Let's see what we got. It would be fun to do a 377 trip. But I've been wanting to try out that Gatwick Express run. So let's see what's on the timetable. 1,237 trips. So we don't have any southeastern No Great Western Express trips on PS4 either, which is a little disappointing. I was kind of hoping to see the Southeastern and the GWS, which I have both of. But, hey, you take what you can get. When I get a PS5, I'll get that. Ah, okay. This one is a round tripper. Oh, they're round trippers. Alright, there we go. A London Victoria to Gatwick. We'll do that one. Trainbow, love that. Really want to see Southeastern trains on this route, but I gotta get a PS5 for that. Hopefully by the holiday I'll be able to get one. Gotta save up. Had the money for it last year, couldn't find one. Alright, so let's put on the safety systems. Why are you frozen? There we go. That's weird. Whoa. We have some chop. This is... I don't know why we got some chop here. Uh-oh. Houston, we may have a problem. Oh, this is bad. Oh no, I'm a little heartbroken. Maybe it might smooth out. We'll give it a little bit. We'll give it a little bit of time. Maybe it's because we're in London, Victoria, but this still isn't good if that's the case. I might have to report this to the forums later. What does my sign say? Gatwick. Okay. But yeah, this is gonna piss off a lot of people. So we got 2 minutes before departure. Oops. My bad. Oh, if this was New York City Transit, I'd still be taken out of service right now. Wrong button. I got so used to playing Bus Simulator and pressing the right on the D-pad to exit, the triangle button in this game. Yeah, this isn't good. It's starting to smooth out a little bit, but... Ooh, this isn't good. I hope y'all are seeing this. Dovetail, I know y'all work hard. I know these releases were a little painstaking, given the global situation and everything, but this is bad in timetable mode. It's a PS4 standard. Yeah, I'm gonna report that to the forums later. This way they could patch it, cause yeah, it's not good. But let's see what happens when we get out in the open. Let me close this door. I also noticed the door indicators aren't working properly. My doors are open, right? Oh no, they're not. Now they're open. Oh, because I already closed them, that's why. Okay, so let's wait for the departure. Yeah, this I like to call the staggering frame rate chop, and this chop is not good. Alright, now we out. We have the green, we have the lineup, we out. F3. Okay, I'm on console. Let me see if it might work with my keyboard. Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, I have a keyboard connected to my PlayStation, so thank you for that. F3. Yeah, so we're running at 12 FPS on a PlayStation Standard timetable mode. The tutorial works smoothly, so this is something crazy. So far we have what I like to call chop on the PS4 Standard. Let me slow it down. I am a little disappointed. This is probably why the PS4, the last generation consoles, do not have all the extra services. It's supposed to be about 1400 on the timetable, but on the previous gens, it's at around 1100. This might be why. Alright, we're up to 15 frames per second at some point. And we got about 30 minutes to Gatwick. So let's see if this thing clears out once we leave London Victoria. But I will be reporting this to the developers on the forums, because this is going to piss a lot of people off. Yeah, I didn't know. I totally forgot. I play on console. I just recently got a keyboard for Bus Simulator 21. This is my first time playing Train Sim World with the keyboard attached to it. I am using a controller though. But thank you for that, Degree Z Life. My apologies if I said that name wrong. But thank you for the F3 tip. That's good to know. I don't play on computer, so this whole keyboard thing is unfamiliar since I haven't played on a computer in almost a decade. Alright, we're getting slightly better frame rate, so it must be London Victoria. So hey, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm one of the first consumers to play this online, since they're mostly the dev streaming it. So it's good to know you possibly heard it here first. London Victoria is a little choppy on last gen console. We got a station coming up. I'm a US railroader, so horns when bypassing stations. Whoa, that dropped below 10 for a second there. Ugh. See what happens when we go outside. Ooh! That was a quick little drop. Yeah, this is crazy. Nice scenery though. The recreation. I've never been out there, but it looks dope. This whole scenery looks dope at the moment. But this frame rate right now is slightly killing me. But it is improving, so I think it is within London Victoria. We'll see. Alright, we're getting up to 20. So I guess it is London Victoria that's got a chop issue. And we're about to do 60 miles per hour, that is. Alright, let's give this bad boy some power. Wrap it around, as they say in New York City Transit. Yeah, I still treat this like an American railroad. Well, I like horns, so you get a lot of horn action when I play. So just for added detail, I am running this off of an external drive connected to my PlayStation. I recently transferred Bus Simulator 21 to the hard drive itself, and it ran a little smoother. So maybe if I transfer this game to the console, if I have space, it might run a little better, but still, less than 20 frames per second on a brand new route. I know games have bugs. This route was delayed a little bit from my understanding, so hopefully Dovetail will send out a patch in the coming weeks. Because I know optimization is not an easy thing to do in developing. We're getting a slightly better frame rate. Ah, a line branches off from here. Okay. Where am I on the map? Okay. Give this bad boy a little bit more juice. So we're above 20 FPS at times, but that's still not good. I'll be happy if it just hits 30 FPS. I'll be happy with 30. With most games, 30 is good enough for me. Ding. Alright, so after this trip, I'm going to try to do a southeastern run. Where's southeastern? No, not southeast. Southern. I'm going to do a southern run and see how the frame rate is on that. Because the tutorial was perfectly fine. The introduction was fine. The tutorial was fine. It's just when I got into timetable mode, we got some chop in the frame rate. So we're starting to average around 20 frames per second. Moving slightly up as we go further down the line. Ding. Still below 20 frames per second. Man, I'm a little heartbroken by that, I'm not gonna lie. Bring it down, bring it down. Hey, what's up, girl? Yeah, this is the route I was telling you about that just came out. London Commuter, but as you can see, the frame rate, I'm a little disappointed. It was at 11 frames per second when I started this route. Got a yellow. And it's hovering around 15 to 20 now, which is a little disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, this is a brand new route on a new engine. Unreal 4.26, I think it is. Boston Sprinter didn't have this frame rate issue as far as I saw. Yeah, I need to get a PS5, man. This probably works better on a PS5, definitely. And I don't think it's really the machine, because my fan isn't loud like it usually is when I play this game. So I think it's just straight up chop. What happened? Oh, the vigilance. Okay. I didn't pay attention to that. Alright, so I didn't pay attention to the alerter, my brakes failed. No biggie. Okay, what's the issue here? I missed my Long Island Railroad already. Hold on, what the hell? Let me try the Q button. Q button's not working. Alright, I know what I gotta do. Shut her down. Yeah, yeah, stuttery ain't the word. I like to call it chop. It's a bit choppy. All right, let's see if we could. Are you kidding me? There we go. All right, I had to move it to off. All right, now we're moving. It's a British train. I'm not familiar with British trains that much. But this frame rate is killing me right now. Should be at least 30. 30 is okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to report this in the forums. Because if I'm disappointed, you're going to have a lot of pissed off players in a few hours. The Gatwick Express. It's a nice train. I like it. Britain has nice trains. I'll give them that. There's a Southern that just passed us. And I thought Bus Simulator 21 had some bad chop. Yeah, I was gonna be on camera for this, but I didn't feel like getting all prettied up. I might bring the camera on for Bus Simulator 21 probably in the next day or two. Well, not Friday. Friday's AEW Rampage. I am not missing that. Alright, let's see if you bastards can do 90. Won't even fly Back to the Future. We got 14 miles to the end of this trip, and then I'll try one of the southern trips. See how the chop is on that. In Ori Jazz, you saw earlier, my typing was hella off. Alright, we're starting to stay over 20 frames per second, but I'm still not happy. What is it, the class 465 or the 495? The networker on the Southeastern jumps like a jackrabbit compared to this one, though, when it comes to acceleration. But its top speed is lower. So this runs like a 377, which just happened to pass us right now. I'm used to those. Alright, that's for the Switch. "13 miles to Gatwick Airport." We're at 81 miles per hour and speeding up. Let's see if we can get to 88 and time travel back to when ahead to when there's a good frame rate. Am I switching? I don't think I am. I don't know this route well yet. Yes, yes. Dropping it like Biggie dropped Kim's self-esteem. Have you seen how she looks recently, little Kim? Oh, I'm so heartbroken. She went the Lark Voorhees route and just got mad cosmetic work done for no reason. 88 miles per hour, we can time travel. I think it might be all the trees that might be. Yeah, that alerter needs to be louder. Ooh, this is interesting looking. Nice little sound wall. $10 miles out. Now, what I need is a PS5. Or I'm a console gamer. I need a PS5. Let me take a pic of this frame rate, which of course I'm in the tunnel, jumped up a little bit, but still. In the tunnel? Oh man, this is heartbreaking. I've been waiting for a while for this route. Hmm. Well, the downhill got me speeding for a second. Yeah, it's gotta be the trees. Nah, I don't know, cause Boston Sprinter got a good amount of foliage, cause it's in the northeast of the U.S. Um, that one didn't have a frame rate issue, and there was a lot more train traffic. Um, the southeastern route has as much foliage, no frame rate issues when it came out. It's just this route, so I can't really blame the trees on this one. I mean, yeah, these consoles are gonna have pop-ins. That's normal. We got used to that. But it's just the frame rate issue. It's like, wow. Boston Sprinter got more AI traffic and doesn't stutter like this. Yeah, it could be, but like when I started this trip at the London Victoria train station, the terminal where you start the route, it was really bad, like 11. And usually in the stations like that, there's no issues. Like Boston Back Bay, not Back Bay, Boston South Station had no stuttering in it. No frame rate issues, and it's about the same size station on the same engine made around the same time as this one. So if you compare this with Boston Sprinter, this is a little disappointing. Why is this one stuttering if Boston Sprinters have similar number of assets, just as much scenery, more AI traffic, and doesn't stutter like this? And the tutorial ran fine, the introduction ran flawless. You see, it should be something in this particular map, but like I said, I did the tutorial, which is at the Gatwick Airport Station, on this line, which is what I'm heading to right now in 4 miles, and there was no frame rate issue. It ran butter. It ran like butter, smooth. So the tutorial on this map was fine. That's why I'm about to try another trip after this one, see if it might be a particular direction, maybe. I don't know. I want to try to figure this out so when I give my report on the forums, they can at least have a little bit better idea on where to look to optimize. Yeah, when in doubt, mod it out. You're right. But I also can't play portably on PC. I mean, I got my phone with a controller attachment. I got my PS Vita. You know, I have Xbox Game Pass, so I need my remote play. This is why I got a Switch in the first place. I like playing portably. Console gives me the option of playing portably. A little tap on the brake. Just over a mile out. Is that a station? Yeah. At least the passenger information screens on the platforms work. It's a nice little touch. It's an 8-car Gatwick in the other direction. Yeah, but oh, we're switching. What's the speed limit? 40. Oh, perfect. Yeah, but see, you know my travel times. I'm in the ass crack of Queens, so long train rides. Gonna need something to play. All right, so we're arriving at Gatwick Airport. And we're actually 3 minutes early. Not bad. Go B. There goes a switch. Yeah, then you also have to remember, I'm a JRPG guy. Those games take forever to beat. It took me 16 months to beat Trails of Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each one was at least about 120 hours worth of gameplay. So yeah, I need portability. Go to emergency. All right, open my doors. Oh man. This hurts. This hurts. Dovetail. I always have hope, and then y'all kind of disappoint me a lot. Ah. All right. Oh, gone surfing. What's that? Let's see. Complete one service on London Commuter. All right, not bad. I was just checking out my trophies real quick since one popped up. I got a silver, probably from the speeding. All right, let's go back to journey mode. Let's try this London Victoria to Brighton. A DBBR 363. Nice little shunter. I have that, but I haven't tried it out yet. Ah, the loading kills me every time. Oof. Oof. Yeah, it freezes when it loads. Oh man, nah, I can't do this. No, no, I can't do this. I can't. I can't. I can't. Even on the map screen. Holy crap. Oh my lord. Yeah, I can't play this. Nasty ain't the word, yo. Uh, nah. Let's try that 377 tutorial. Because the 377 tutorial may run better because the tutorial for this train ran great. So let's see. Oof, that broke my heart. That broke my heart. I was waiting for this route for like 3, 4 months. Electro Star of the Show. That's a nice name. Yeah, I did the introduction and it was beautiful. So let's see this 377 intro. Let's see how good this runs. No, because they'll patch it. I don't. I'm not gonna ask for a refund. I mean, I also bought the season ticket, which gave me the 3 routes you see on the screen when it shows the 3 trains. They always patch everything. They get patches done. You know, so I'm not gonna bother the refund because I'm keeping all these routes. They will patch it. I'm just surprised the frame rate was so laggy at start because it did just release. Look at that. Look at this. You see? 30 frames a
Welcome to
second
driver training.
average.
Today you will be taken through the operation of a Class 3774 electric multiple unit in Southern livery.
You see, like I said,
During this
the
brief
tutorials are
introduction,
fine.
we
It's
will
the
go through the
timetable
critical
that's
driver
off.
controls and passenger operations. When you are ready, climb aboard to get started.
It's the timetable feature that
Take a
has the
seat in the
stuttering.
driver's seat. This is set the master key to on to begin the startup procedure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Class 377. It's actually one of my favorite British trains. Although I do like the older 360, not 365, but 465, I think it is. That's on Southeastern, and the 395 high speed is like awesome. But the 377 is pretty cool. And then there's a 378 or no 379, which is the southeastern version of this train, which is all blue. But you see, this is better frame rate. Anywhere between 27 to 32, I'm fine with. And it's only in these introductions. It's timetables screwed up
Take a
right
quick
now.
glance at the platform to ensure it is safe before unlocking the doors.
I already know it is. Hassocks. A 4-car shorty. Alright. Oh, you want me to actually press the button? Really? Alright. There we go. Come on, what are you doing? There you go. Alright. Load them up, get them going.
The reverser determines the direction of...
Yeah, I already know about that. We out. Oh, wait. We have the lineup.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
I'll wait till I hit 25.
Keeping to
There you
speed
go.
limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake by moving the combined power handle into the braking range.
I'm in Brighton. Oh, there's a turnoff for London Road on the other route for this game that has this line. That's pretty cool. I might play that tomorrow. I kind of missed that route. Reading the iron, going straight. Alright, cool. See, this one runs better. I don't mind 25, 26, 27. It's close to 30. But when you start dipping to like 21, 20, and even down to 11 frames per second, that's heartbreaking. Yeah, it's running smooth as hell. It really is. In the introductions, yeah. It probably runs good in the scenarios too, but the timetable mode is where you get the chop, where you get the stutter. This is how it's supposed to run all over. This is what I'm used to. gonna coast into the station.
You are now approaching the first stop. Use the combined power handle to apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable and safe stop.
Oh yeah, I'm a 4-car, so I have less brakes. But also less weight, so that's good. That balances it out. See if we can stop on the marker. Not bad. I'll deal with it. 10 yards out, but I'm still platformed fully. What do you say when I was a conductor? Oh yeah. Open up, get them out, get them in, close it down, keep it moving. Comes in handy when I play the Bakerloo line on this game for the London Underground, the subway. So it's like, you pull into the station, open up, get them out, you get them in, you close it down, you keep them pushing. But yeah, the introductions compared to the timetable, night and day. Night and freaking day. I'm about to check out a scenario real quick. I won't do the scenario, but I just want to see its frame rate. So we'll finish this intro first, then we'll hop into a scenario that's not on the timetable, and we'll see the frame rate real quick. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Proceed to the next stop unguided this time and see how you get on.
Wrap it around. Even though it's a forward-backward throttle and not a swivel handle like on the old subway trains here. Hassox is next in 5.4 miles. Excuse me. Yeah, so you see, with all these trees and AI trains passing, the frame rate is still good. It really is just in the timetable mode. I don't mind the pop in its console. We are all used to it. Oh, I forgot to put on my... Oh, well. I don't need the safety systems right now. Why is that door closed? Look at that, pushing 40 frames per second. It is. It really is. This is how it's supposed to run fully. This is how Boston Sprinter ran. These are how even the older routes ran. Even the ones that came in Train Sim World 2020, the game before this one. And then when they ported those routes to this game, it runs fine. This is amazing. Look at this. This is how it's supposed to look. It's a 50-mile long route, so I know I'm going to have huge loads of fun going from Brighton all the way to London Victoria. But it's just the frame rate. They gotta fix it in timetable mode. I mean, you got a few stutters here and there, but I'm only noticing it because I'm looking at the frame rate counter on the screen. Look at that. Look at that viaduct bridge. Beautiful. Yeah, my headlights are on. I hate British headlights. They are not bright. That's how the trains actually are. So they recreated that good. Yeah, just a moment on here and there because of the scenery chain range. But look, right now I'm up to 40. On timetable mode, it was still like 18 in the tunnel. It's ridiculous, man. I'm heartbroken a little. Look at that. Basically 40 frames a second. This is what I expect. And I'm a short train on a long platform. I could overshoot that marker. No biggie. I'm still platforming. Not a big thing.
Good work! That concludes all of the basics of operating this train.
Bright star. 100 yards. Perfect. Yeah, 100-yard overshoot. But at least, because I'm a short train on a long platform, I'm alright. You can get away with that. Even though in transit, you got to point to the board, as they say. So let's see what scenarios they got. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Let's see what we got as far as the scenarios and see how the frame rate is on that. Because I could deal with the scenarios until they patch the timetable. So we have 6 scenarios to play out. I'm not gonna do the full scenario, but I will see the frame rate, and then we'll be done for this stream. Let's play catch up, even though I prefer mustard. Boom, boom. I'll be here all night. Ah, the 395. That's a beauty. The javelin. The Northeast Regional. The scenarios are fine too. I mean, it's still a low frame rate, but it's not as choppy. Oh, yo, I love these simulator games. Between this and Bus Simulator 21, I'm good. I got the steering wheel for Bus Simulator. I really bought it for NASCAR, but then I found Bus Simulator and started using it for that too. I love these simulator driving games and operating games. You know, I'm gonna play some Scarlet Nexus probably this weekend. I gotta beat that game. I'm almost done. I did start Cyberpunk 2077. I know I might have some issues later on in that game, but I already have a few of the patches downloaded for it, so it should be playable. I got so much of a game backlog, it's not even funny. Ah, I'm a Gatwick. I forgot about that. I mean, it's still a little choppy, but it's doable. So let's see as we go along. I'll play a little bit of this. We'll see what we can find out with this one. Time to be a conductor again. Hey, partner, we got the lineup? And we... Oh, wait. And we out. Oh, we got the chop. Oh. We got the chop. You seem to be an express, too. Oh, no. A local, since it's a Gatwick. At least it's not as choppy as the timetable. It's tolerable. This is tolerable. The frame rate still sucks, but it's a little bit more tolerable than on timetable mode. I doubt that because it uses the exact same map. I mean, as long as the signals allow it, I could just continue on. Like when I did the tutorial for this 387, at the last stop of that tutorial, the next signal was yellow, so I would have been able to go farther than that. Yeah, you would think that, but which one was it? The LGV route, the French high-speed train they have for here, is a way longer route. Like, that's about also 50 miles. And high speed. You're doing at least about 186 kilometers an hour. And there's no frame rate issue. Long Island Railroad got ported from the old game and then ported to this new engine afterward, and there's no frame rate issue. And that's Long Island Railroad. Boston Sprinter has way more traffic along with the scenery like this one, and there's no frame rate issue on that. So I just don't think they optimized it enough. Yeah, this is puzzling me. It is interesting. This is puzzling me. I mean, I can already tell this is going to be one of my favorite routes in the game, but, ugh. Yeah, you see the frame rate's getting better now. A little bit. So I'm just gonna operate this train to East Croydon and then call it a night. I need to post about this in the forums because the devs do read the forums. That's one thing I give them. They're very transparent. They have streams like every day, every 2 weeks. They do what they call a roadmap stream, which is what they're working on, what they're working on to come out in the future, and all that. And they are constantly getting taking in the feedback from the forums. So the devs are very interactive. So that's a good thing. This will be fixed. The question is when. Oh, I'm not even stopping at East Croydon. I go via location. What is my... Oh, I'm going all the way to London, Victoria. All right, let's do this. I'm express. Okay, let's do this. We'll finish up this scenario. At least I'll have that checked off as done. I thought I was going to be making stops along the way. Then I keep forgetting. I'm a Gatwick Express. And I keep forgetting to turn on the damn safety systems. Oh well. Ooh, I am so overspeeding. Four, five, six, seven. Oh, already past the speed limit. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm an 8-car train. No wonder. Yeah, 8 cars. And the chop is back a little, but it's a little bit more tolerable. I like that random rattling sound. That's dope. Yeah, Bus Simulator 21 has a nice rattle whenever you hit potholes and stuff. Just like being on an actual bus. Oh, so from what I heard from the developers on stream early today, the Xbox button should be pressed in the morning British time. So give it to like morning. Give it like another couple of hours, and it'll be out on Xbox, followed by PC, Steam, and Epic. But the PlayStation version got released at midnight regional time. So if it's midnight where you're at, it's out for PlayStation. Xbox is gonna be in a few hours. That's what the dev said on the stream this morning. I actually have this on Game Pass, so I'll be looking to try the Xbox Cloud version, which might have a better frame rate. So I'll do that on my phone later on, because I don't have an Xbox. I just have Game Pass and I play remotely via the cloud. The cloud. Cloud gaming's not bad as long as you get a good signal. Well, you gotta understand, each storefront works on their own timetable. So it's pretty much on their discretion overall. You know, developers will submit their updates, patches, game releases all at the same time, but it's up to the individual storefront to actually flip the switch. So PlayStation did that for midnight regional. Xbox is gonna do it in a couple of hours, and then Steam and Epic do it whenever they want to. But it's not really on the developers. It's on the developers to submit it, but it's up to the individual storefronts to actually flip that switch, metaphorically, and send it out to us. Like Bus Simulator 21 just had their update Tuesday, and it came out for PlayStation and I think Xbox first, and then a couple hours later came the PC update. I'll show you that in a second. I just try to usually do gameplay, because when they preview these releases on the Dovetail streams, they do all of that. But at the moment, I don't have any stations until London Victoria. And I am on PlayStation 4. But I can give you an outside view. We have working interior destinate status signs. Doors in between certain sections, which you have to open up to walk through within the car itself. But since I'm driving, that's the best I can do for now. Wait till I get to a station or at least a red signal, and I'll do a quick peek into it. I'm just a regular gamer who just decided to stream via PS4. I don't even have a computer. I am doing the hood version of streaming. Alright, the frame rate improved a little. So I don't know if you have an Xbox, what is it? What's the last one that came out before this one? The Xbox One or an Xbox Series. But from what I understand, for the Xbox Series, there's actually more trips on the timetable and more AI trains, because you're actually able to see Southeastern and Great Western trains on this route. But on last gen, like the Xbox One and the PS4s, they don't have those. Which, looking at this frame rate, I'm kind of glad. It would have really brought down the frame rate if they did. But on the next gens, it has 1,400 services on the timetable, including Southeastern and everything else like that. PS4, you get about 1,100 services in timetable mode, which, I gotta warn you, I haven't checked it on the Xbox yet, but timetable mode's a little choppy with the frame rate. Ah, Scotland. I gotta admit, I am enjoying the Scotland route on this. The Cathcart Circle line. That thing is fun. 7:45 a.m. Huh? It is 2:50 in the morning here in New York City. So if you have an Xbox One, you're not gonna get all 1400 timetable services, nor will you have Southeastern or GWS trains on this route. Only the next gens have that. All right, I have to stop here. So we'll take a quick look inside the passenger cars. So I'm just going to stop here for now. And we'll check out the passenger car. And this is for the Gatwick Express. And it is a beauty. It's a nice interior. I wish we had something like this here in the US, outside of Long Island Railroad. So yeah, this is the interior. Passenger safety signs, all the stickers, mind the gap. And according to the stream from Dovetail, they made a mistake with these, calling this a Southern service. Yeah, there it is. And Matt from Dovetail was like, that's wrong. So hopefully they'll fix that later. Alright, so that's a quick look at the inside. Let's run this train. Eight miles in 9 minutes. I could do that. I could do that. That didn't cost me a lot of time. Unless I get train traffic ahead, which I'm used to being a New Yorker. 3, 2, 1. I didn't want to have to slow down. I thought, oh, there you go. Now it's 60 miles an hour. Okay. Yeah, so if you're just joining, here's the deal. It's a fun route. The introductions run buttery smooth on the tutorials. The scenario, this is a scenario, it's okay, but timetable mode got a frame rate issue on last gen console, at least for the PlayStation 4. The frame rate averages between 11 and 19, it barely hits 20. And even though this is barely hitting 20 now, it's less stuttery than it was in timetable mode. So I will be letting them know in the forums. So if you find any issues, go to the Dovetail forums. The developers there actually do take the feedback and work on stuff. I give them that. Well, other than that, London Commuter seems like it's going to be a very fun route to play. I'm not going to lie, I've been liking a lot of the United Kingdom routes. I'm an American railroader, but the UK routes have been beautiful and fun. Unlike EA, of course, yes. Coming out with a new sports game every year with crappy graphics, and all this is a glorified roster update. A glorified, except for hockey. Hockey seems to be the only one that they actually do something with every year. The NHL games for EA are great, but everything else is just doo-doo, especially their Madden. I haven't played a Madden game in like a decade. I refuse to now. That, and I'm a Jets fan, so my team always sucks in Madden. But I like these smaller developers. Astragon, who does Bus Simulator 21, they're very interactive with players. Dovetail, Everybody wants to crap on them, but they're very transparent. They're very open. They interact with the players. They take feedback. They try to get the job done as best they can. I can't even argue about that. Yes, Madden's been the same game for like 15 years now. It's just glorified roster updates for like $60 a pop. No, thank you. Mind you, I have NHL 20, and I got NHL 21, and I've seen 19, and there's been improvements with each one. It's like the sports division really does put an effort only to NHL, which, being a hockey fan, I'm happy with. I mean, even 2K games, even though they completely bombed WWE, they do beautiful jobs with NBA 2K. Got the horn. Not a British thing, it's an American thing, but I like to do it. I'm just glad EA's not doing the Knights of the Old Republic remake. Thank the Lord. I would be so angry if they were doing that remake. I miss Blitz. Blitz was fun. But I'm more hockey and baseball. MLB The Show, chef's kiss. That game is gorgeous. That game runs beautifully. I've had last year's The Show. I got this year's The Show. Yankee Stadium looks amazing, even down to the PC Richards whistle after every strikeout at Yankee Stadium. It's beautiful. The Show and the NHL, those are the only two sports games I'll buy every year because every year there's always an improvement. It's not just a roster update. And both those games actually do live roster updates throughout the year too. So it's awesome. EA needs to take a note for their Madden. Yeah, they still exist. Yeah. And after every strikeout in Yankee Stadium, you hear a doo 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 doo. I was just at Yankee Stadium last week. I got to see the Yankees lose to Tampa on Friday. And it pissed me off because I haven't been to a losing Yankee game since 1997. But I go with my little brother Chris, Cal's little brother. He's a Rays fan, and he becomes my jinx. Yeah, so it's American football I'm talking about. American football. Oh no, PC Rich is still around. What recently closed down? Oh, they're about to close down the last Sears in Brooklyn. All the Kmart's are gone. Yeah, Kmart was the one that just went away. Kmart's gone. They just closed down the Astor Place one a couple of months ago. Slow it down, slow it down. Side by side action. Haha. Beautiful. But that was slowing down too. Alright. Yes, Sears still exists. Well, not anymore. They're about to close down their final store here in New York. And I think that was the very last one. They still got Kmart upstate. Well, let's see for how long. They've been seriously trying to go the way of Toys R Us, which is also trying to make a comeback. But yeah, there are no more Kmart's in New York City. Not even in Long Island. In Canada, huh? Well, they were officially done here in the U.S. until recently. Somebody finally bought it, and they're trying to revitalize it. But here in the U.S., yeah, Toys R Us went the way of the dodo. Alright, so the frame rate smoothed out a little more in the scenario, which is good. So it's really just the timetable that's screwy. It pisses me off because I usually just only play timetable mode. because it's a 24-hour open world clock. Well, the whole thing with Toys R Us was, with online retail, nobody was going to dedicated toy stores no more, so they were losing a lot of money. So they declared bankruptcy, and it was trying to hold out to see if they could get a buyer, and nobody bought it, so they had to close down all the stores here in the U.S. just for a restart early this year. Haven't heard anything about that since, but we'll see, because I do kind of miss Toys R Us. No, Xbox One X is last gen, like the PS4. Next gen for Xbox is the current new one, the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series S. The Xbox One is now, like the PS4, considered last gen. So if you have a One S, you're not going to get all 1,400 services on this timetable, nor Southeastern if you have that DLC, nor Great Western if you have that DLC either. You're just going to get the Southern and the Gatwick Express, and just under 1,200 services in timetable compared to 1,400 on next gen. Which, from the frame rate on timetable, I'm starting to understand why they did that. Because the frame rate and timetable on the last gen is, I'm going to say it again, horrendous. I'm switching. There you go. No, 1100 is beyond not bad. It's like the most they've ever had in a timetable mode. Like, the dude who did the timetable actually used it as a passion project, from what they said, and was even working when he was home. When he wasn't even supposed to be working, he was working on it. Just something he put a lot of effort into it to get it working. So the fact they got over 1,000 services is amazing. And the fact that on next gen and computer and PC, he has 1,400 services in timetable mode, along with 4 companies: Gatwick, Southern, Southeastern, and Great Western. It's amazing when you see it on the streams. But I personally don't have a next gen, so I gotta wait until I get a PS5 for that. I wouldn't know. I haven't been to a Toys R Us in years. I think the last time was when the Times Square store with the Ferris wheel was still open a few years back. Oh snap! Yeah, we're gonna have an end of service here. We're gonna have a stad. We're gonna have a stad. Wait, no SPAD? That wasn't my signal? Really? Oh, I thought that signal was for me. And I went into emergency for no reason. Ah, that's alright. Let's keep it moving then. Whoa, I would have almost crashed into that other train. Why did it not SPAD me? That is crazy. I should have. Yeah, holy crap. That was weird. I lucked out. That signal was for me and didn't trigger. I'm gonna have to play that again later on and see if I can recreate that. Because that could be a major issue. I mean, of course, my safety systems aren't on because I forgot. I would have been alerted that there was a red signal coming. Well, yeah, that's because, like I said, online retail pretty much took over. So whatever stock they was able to get in the stores, they just tried their best and couldn't survive. Alright, so we are approaching London Victoria. This will be the last stop on this train. Everyone will please leave the train, gather your personal belongings. This will also be the last stop for us. Is that yellow? Gotta do 20. Going downhill, need a little bit more brake. At least the physics is still good. I don't know about wheel slip because I've only had sunny skies so far today. Haven't had any rain or snow. But at least the physics are intact. What's the announcement they do on the new text here in New York? Oh yeah, this is the last stop on the train. Everyone please leave the train. Thank you for riding New York City Transit, or in this case, Gatwick Express. Let's bring it down to 10. So at least the scenarios are a little bit more tolerable compared to timetable. But if you're curious to see how bad timetable was, go to like the middle of the stream. If you go to the beginning, you'll see me fail a tutorial badly. Embarrassing. It was embarrassing. But after I do the Gatwick Express tutorial the second time, you'll see the frame rate issue on timetable. Yeah, listen. To take the boy out the Bronx. They do have the info announcements in stations. I've heard them. Not like the next train is blah blah blah, but more like the standard public announcement ones, like Mind the Gap and stuff like that. Those are in the stations. We just haven't heard them because I did an express run, but they are there. But they don't have the ones on the trains, and I don't think they will. It's a licensing issue because they'll actually have to get the license for the voices, which is going to be interesting if they do New York City subway route with the new technology trains we got. But there it is, people. London Commuter, fresh off a download. Downloaded it 3 hours ago, and overall, I like it. It looks like it's gonna be fun, but the frame rate issue on timetable mode is a problem. The scenarios are okay. The introductions and tutorials are flawless. But the timetable mode, the main meat and potatoes of any route, needs work. So on that note, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to grab a quick bite to eat, and I'm going to go drive some buses in Bus Simulator 21. I might stream that tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's no wrestling? Yeah, tomorrow night's no wrestling, so I'll probably stream that tomorrow night. So you'll get to see me drive a bus. What did Ralph Cramner say? I bribe a dust. So have a good morning for those across the pond. Have a good night here in the US. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Jazz, I'm going to give you a holler on the text. That's my best friend, by the way, so. Guys,